All right, so I just wanted to refresh you guys' memory on subtracting fraction models. So, like on this model right here, the first thing you would want to do is you would want to look at the shaded portion versus how many total. So we count the number of shaded purple squares. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. And so that numerator of that fraction would be 12 over, and then our denominator would come from our total number of squares, which would be 20. So we have 12 20ths. But if you look at both of our choices here, there is none. They both start with 3/5. Well, where does that 3/5 come from? Well, of course, that 3/5 can come from whenever you reduce or simplify 12 20ths. Because if we divide them both by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that's where that 3/5 comes from. But how can you use the model to find that 3/5 is if you will remember how we split the models. Oops, hold on. We split the models like this. And remember, each column represented 1/5. Like that's a fifth, that's a fifth, this is a fifth, this is a fifth, and this is a fifth. So how many total fifths are shaded out of the 5/5? The 3/5. So that's where the 3/5 comes from. Now, whenever we're looking at what part is being taken out or what part is being subtracted, we look at the part that has the X's on it, of course. Well, we can't just say minus 2/5 because there's not a whole 2/5. There's 1/5 plus, part of a fifth. So it's not a whole. It's not a whole 2/5. So we have to go back to our larger denominator, which was 20. And so are there 7 out of 20 that are being taken out total? I don't know. Let's see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that 7 checks out, but this one also has a 7. So where does that denominator come from? Well, it was 7 out of total of 20 total. So that's where the 7 20ths comes from. And you don't have to solve this one on this particular problem, but what does it equal? It equals how many of the shaded are left over that do not have an X on them. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would equal 5 20ths, which is true because we set up here that 3/5 is equal to 12 20ths, and 12 20ths minus 7 20ths is 5 20ths.